everyone, RR the Raccoon here for another edition of One-on-One with the one and only RR the Raccoon. And joining me is the retiring Parks and Recreation Director here in the city of Lakeville, Steve Michaud. Welcome to One-on-One, Steve.
Thank you, R&R.
R&R? No, it's not Rest and Recreation. It's actually Recycling Raccoon.
Okay, Recycling Raccoon.
Yeah, from a long time ago.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, not a problem. Hey, you are retiring after how many years working here for the city of Lakeville, Steve?
Actually, in April, it was 38 years.
38 years? Oh my gosh, how did you stand it?
Well, I just love Lakeville. It's been a great job. I mean, look, my job is buying these types of parks and designing them and building them and watching them thrive with hundreds of people like today.
And you've done a great job. And you know what year was it you started here with the city, and what was the position that you held at that time?
I started in the spring of 1974, and I started right here in Antlers Park. I was actually hired to be what they called live-in administrator for Antlers Park.
Really?
They wanted somebody to be here and to start to manage the properties and the buildings over here and to start some programming and to open the beach, and that's what we did the first year in 1974.
Wow, now you know what, just for historical purposes, where were some of these buildings located? Like, wasn't there like a big dance hall that was here?
There was a huge dance hall, and it was located right where that pavilion is right now.
Okay.
And we used to have several very large dances out here, most of which were run by the Lakeville JCs back then, where there would be literally hundreds of people that would come. It was just wonderful, and this big open field was used as a parking lot, and all the money went to programs back into Lakeville. It was just great.
Okay, were there any other buildings at that time?
There were. There was at least three pretty good sized, more like storage buildings down on the beach, and then on this end of the beach over here was a small cabin, which was my residence. For the job description was 24/7.
Now I understand you had some interesting roommates there.
We had little brown furry critters living there with me. Mice running around, an occasional rat, but you know, we eradicated them. We got rid of them.
All right, Steve, after these 38 plus years, what are some of your proudest accomplishments that you have been part of?
Well, you know, I've been asked that for the last 2 months since I announced my retirement, and I think just the accumulation of all the beautiful parks. I can't pick one. This is, I think we call this the flagship of Lakeville, Antlers Park. Thousands and thousands of people come here, but then I look at the big athletic complexes, the baseball complexes, the soccer complexes. Those were great achievements too. Most of those came with referendums that were approved by the residents in '85 and '95. I think our trail system is equal to none. It will surpass anywhere in the Twin Cities someday. We'll be a bicycle and pedestrian-friendly community, fully developed.
Now, Steve, what are your plans for the future?
Well, my first plan is to go up to the North Shore, where I've been building a cabin for the last 4 years. People say, 4 years? I'm not a carpenter, and I've been doing it on the weekends, and it's very livable right now, but we're doing all the interior finishings and trim and everything. And being that I'm not a carpenter, it usually takes me 4 or 5 cuts to get one right. So I've just enjoyed relaxing. I'm going to take my first 2+ week vacation I've ever had.
Wow!
So it'll be exciting. My days will be full of fun and fishing and hiking and riding bikes, and then I'll come back to our home, and we'll just start figuring out what retirement life is all about. We're going to travel a lot, my wife and I, visit our children. One's in Denver, one's out in Montana. So we have lots of things to do.
Very good. Now, are you going to bring any rats in for old time's sake up there on the North Shore?
Any what?
Any rats?
I hope not.
Well, Steve, I want to thank you so much for your service here for the city of Lakeville, for the community, all the things that you've done, and I wish you good luck in your retirement.
And I thank you, and these interviews have always been my favorite part of the day.
Well, good. We've enjoyed you too, especially when we get you to laugh.
Thank you.
You bet. Thanks a lot, Steve. Good luck with the future.
Thank you.